In the heart of an ancient kingdom, a grand feast was taking place. King Xerxes, the ruler of Persia, was hosting a lavish celebration. The air was thick with merriment, filled with the intoxicating scents of exotic delicacies and the harmonious melodies of musicians. Amongst the guests, the king, flushed with wine and pride, sat on his throne. In the midst of this revelry, Queen Vashti, a woman of exceptional grace and intelligence, became the subject of a royal command. King Xerxes, in his drunken arrogance, summoned her to dance before his guests, a spectacle for their amusement. Yet Vashti, a queen of dignity and self-respect, refused to be reduced to mere entertainment. Her refusal, a bold defiance of royal authority, sent ripples of shock through the court. In a palace where obedience was the expected norm, Queen Vashti's refusal sent shockwaves through the palace. King Xerxes' arrogance gave way to fury. His rage was as intense as the celebrations earlier. The refusal of his wife to dance at his behest had pricked his ego. The laughter and music that once filled the grand halls of the palace were replaced by an ominous silence. The king's anger was a tempest, a storm that threatened to upend the tranquility of the palace. In the midst of this storm, King Xerxes sought counsel from his advisors. Their words echoed through the silence, suggesting the unthinkable, the dethronement of Queen Vashti. They feared her defiance could ignite a flame of rebellion among the women of the kingdom. Their advice was bitter to the king's ears, yet he saw the sense in their words. Reluctantly, he agreed. The decision was made. The queen who had dared to defy the king would be stripped of her title. And so a queen's refusal to compromise her dignity resulted in her dethronement. Queen Vashti, once the pride of Persia, was now stripped of her title and banished from the palace. This was the harsh reality that befell Vashti, a woman of immense grace, intelligence, and courage. Her defiance against the king's degrading command had sparked a wave of shock and anger, leading to her inevitable downfall. As she was forced to leave the palace, the grandeur and opulence of her royal life were replaced by the stark reality of her new existence. Yet, amidst the turmoil, Vashti held her head high, carrying with her an aura of dignity and self-respect. Her courage in the face of adversity was nothing short of remarkable. The impact of Vashti's fall from grace was felt throughout the kingdom. It was a stern reminder of the consequences of defying the king's will. Yet it was also a symbol of a woman's courage to stand up for her rights, even in the face of grave consequences. Vashti's story was not just a tale of a queen's fall, but a testament to her indomitable spirit. Her refusal to compromise her dignity, even at the cost of her throne, was a powerful statement that resonated with the people of Persia. Though her reign ended in tragedy, Queen Vashti's legacy of courage and dignity lived on. Her story continued to inspire generations, reminding them of the power of standing up for one's principles, no matter the cost. Queen Vashti's story, while tragic, is a powerful reminder of the importance of standing up for one's principles. In the heart of ancient Persia, a tale unfolded where a queen chose her dignity over obedience. Queen Vashti's act of defiance, while resulting in her downfall, marked a significant shift in the narrative of women's roles and rights. She refused to be objectified, to be reduced to a mere spectacle for the amusement of the king and his guests. This was not a casual act of rebellion, but a courageous stand for her self-respect. Her story, embedded in the annals of history, offers valuable lessons. It teaches us the power of standing firm in our beliefs, even in the face of dire consequences. It tells us that no title or position is worth compromising our dignity, and it underscores the importance of challenging unjust demands, regardless of who makes them. Queen Vashti's story resonates through the centuries, her legacy echoing in the struggles and victories of women who have dared to defy, dared to demand respect, and dared to stand up for their rights. Her influence has been profound, shaping attitudes and inspiring courage in those who have heard her tale. Her fall from grace was not in vain, but rather a catalyst for change, a beacon of courage that continues to inspire. Thus, Queen Vashti's fall from grace became a beacon of courage, inspiring generations to uphold their dignity and never compromise their self-respect.